For the Miami Hurricanes, this is the final countdown. The only guarantee is there will either be elation or devastation. For Miami, it comes down to a two-game beauty contest. The Canes must win both and look good doing it. Fortunately, Miami has been at their best just at the right time.
It is about as simple as it gets for the Canes. If they win, they are still alive for the 12-team college football playoff. If they lose, their hopes are off to Never Never Land.
The stakes are piled high, and Miami has to be tough as nails to survive a fight against an opponent that prides itself carrying a lunch pail. From Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia, this is the Canes and Hokies coming up next.
It's a stiff breeze here in Blacksburg, so much so that the ball needs to be held for Kyle Lowe, who will send a deep. Keelan Marion back to receive. And if this gets caught up in the breeze, it might be returnable. No, it's going to end up in the end zone. Carson Beck, he is way at the top of the FBS rankings in completion percentage. Second overall at 73%, but still. Tony in motion. Instead of handoff to another freshman, Gerard Pringle Jr. And he's got a first down to midfield. Beck. Wide open. Catch and run. Keelan Marion into the red zone. Miami in striking distance already. Great protection for Beck. Lobs one right up the seam, and Elijah Lofton has a walk-in touchdown.
Toward the end zone, Lofton for a touchdown. 20 yards for a touchdown strike from Beck to Lofton, right on the money.
Now that VTech is on offense, they have to have 4 plays of 20-plus yards in this game. I say that's just 1 a quarter. They have to create some explosives. It's just too hard to go to length of the field against a defense as strong as Miami's. And for Miami's defense, they must dominate on first down and put this game in the hands of Kyron Drones.
And Marcellus Hawkins down the sideline. The jet sweep works to perfection. And a chunk play in the run game to start for the Hokies.
This Miami run defense is the best in college football. They're not used to getting pushed around here, but right now, Virginia Tech, this is strength on strength.
Third down and 10 in the red zone. Drones breaks a tackle, keeps the play alive, avoids the sack, but has to throw it away, and gets hit near the line of scrimmage. Justin Scott got through first. He was eventually chased out by Armando Blunt. With the wind, Love from 30 yards away puts it through. It's only the 3rd time this season that Virginia Tech has scored points on their opening drive. But Miami gets a stop in the red zone to hold on to the lead. And Carson Beck set to go back to work. Boy, talk about an impact true freshman. Number 1 in FBS for true freshmen in receptions and yards.
He is just lightning in a bottle, and he's one of the most mature players on this football team. You turn on the tape, you can see him lining up other guys who have 2 or 3 more years experience than him. He is that locked into this offense, and he is someone that is going to be one of the best players to play at this university, I believe, when it's all said and done.
So now it's 4th down and 3. Also going in this direction into a very stiff breeze. So this probably add about 5 to 10 yards in terms of the distance of the field goal to account for the win.
Harder to run out of this kind of formation, or they're going to put the ball up in the air.
4-man rush for Virginia Tech, and instead it's Malachi Tony. A little button hook for the first down. We spoke with Mario Cristobal this week, and Lewis, he didn't really make much mystery about knowing what Miami has to do and how they have to look doing it.
Yeah, no question. He knows they have to be efficient, don't shoot themselves in the foot, don't be their own worst enemy. Get down here inside the red area. They have to make great decisions.
2 tight ends, and a big running back in Mark Fletcher. There goes Tony in motion. A roll out for Beck. At the goal line, diving into the end zone is Fletcher. A receiving touchdown in his welcome back. And it's a 2-score lead for the U. He missed the last couple of games, and they are happy to have Mark Fletcher back. Kyron Drones and Marcellus Hawkins putting together a drive here for your Hokies. And it's continuing, and in business Virginia Tech. And that's a tackle for loss.
4th and 2 from the Miami 23-yard line. Drones gonna give. Hawkins runs left. He's hit by Pruitt, and I don't know. Mesidor hit him. I don't think he got there. Pruitt hit him first, then Mesidor. I don't think he got there. Bobby Pruitt was first on the scene, and Miami will take the ball away on downs.
Carson Beck, red hot, 10 for 10. He hit on his last 13 to close last week's game. So he is 23 for his last 23 from the end of the NC State game to today. He finds Keelan Marion. So that's 24 for his last 24. Tony wants to throw it. He hit one last week and he hits one again this week. A bullet underneath the Keelan Marion on the crosser. So now for Carter Davis with the win, but from 46 yards out rather than it being a short-range field goal.
Snap comes back. Davis sends it up there, something behind it, and it is good. He picks up his teammates.
Carter Davis converts, and Miami extends their lead.
I mean, look, the committee has made it clear that the eye test means something to them when they want it to mean something to them. And I think for Miami, I think it's important about how they play the game. And as you see right here, that's the kind of swarming defense they need to have. It'll be interesting to see as this game progresses how they call it from a coaching staff perspective.
Canes rush 4. Drones trying to step up in the pocket. And he will go down. That time he just couldn't escape. Akeem Mesidor.
I mean, this guy is so technically proficient. He's so technical, both him and Ruben Bain Jr.
And what a story it has been and a journey growing up in Ottawa, Canada, and had to go to 5 different schools within a 2-year period. His mom hasn't been able to watch him play in person since 2022, but he credits her being the reason that he plays the way that he does so that one day he can be able to provide for her.
Yeah, I think minute 30 left in this first half. If you're Miami looking at the big picture, look, they're just trying to win a football game, but I think big picture, it would really help them if they were able to put their foot on the pedal here and try and get another score.
Seam shot. Malachi Tony gets to the sideline. Being pursued and finally bumped out inside the 25-yard line.
That's just a great throw by Carson Beck. And you're going to see Malachi Tony gets in behind the linebacker, Caleb Spencer, who as he's trying to flip his hips and carry that seam ball or that middle read, he just stumbles and falls to the ground.
Carter Davis made earlier from 46, this one from 40. Plenty of leg, and he's got another. So it's a 17-point lead for Miami.
And that will bring us to the end of the first half. And the Hurricanes will take a 20-3 lead to the intermission, and Hokies will get the ball in the third quarter.
Good, right, so we got to get down, right, and dig that guy out. Don't let him finish, Coop.
As time goes on, they stay the course. All right, stay the course. Good? Great? I feel good about everything.
They get the ball first. Let's make sure we have a clean freaking pocket for Carson.
Let's go get to him. Let's go get to him. Let's go get to him. Crank it up. Be the best teammate you could be. Be the best team you could be. And down this energy. Dominate this second half. Fuck alive. Come on, 3, 1, 2, 3.
And we talked about the fact that the table is set about as clearly for Miami as it could be. They not only have to win, but they have to win impressively. So we're not expecting them to take the foot off the gas pedal in the second half.
No, they aren't. But if you're Virginia Tech, now's the time to strike.
Overton, nice move. There goes the freshman Jeffrey Overton. House call. Does that get the Hokies back in it?
This is where it becomes critical. This is where the size and the depth and the power of Miami's offense, in particular in their offensive line, can wear you down. Can Virginia Tech withstand and hold up and get some stops?
Whole shot up the sideline and Malachi Tony, perfectly layered by Carson Beck.
You got to get Carson Beck uncomfortable. He's been able to stay on the spot and just throw the football where he wants.
Malachi Tony with a bunch, top of the screen instead of one-on-one near side. Squeezed into Dalen Upshaw. throw for Carson Beck.
He's got a second down and 12, 16 yards for 6 points. Beck looks over at Tony, drifts the throw for the end zone. It is caught by Pringle, a diving catch. A hat trick for Beck, his third touchdown of the afternoon. Pringle makes a lunging catch in the end zone with 5:32 to go in the quarter. It's 26-10 Miami.
Miami's had the ball 5 times, by the way, and they've scored at least some points all 5 times. 3 touchdowns, couple of field goals. So it has been a very efficient offensive day for Miami.
You can tell, look, Corey Heatherman, the defensive coordinator, he is not calling off the dogs at all. He's continuing to dial up some simulated pressures, some 5-man pressures, and he has been fired up over there on that sideline. That's the standard he's talking about. Good, solid football. And now I expect him to be aggressive here right now. Backup quarterback in the game, William Watson III.
Keeper, Watson. Shoves his way to the goal line. In for a Virginia Tech touchdown. So trying to keep the game alive. An onside kick group out for Virginia Tech. The hands team in position for Miami. Virginia Tech, I think, has it. They got the exact bounce they needed. They do. So now Pop Watson back to work after the touchdown in the last possession. And he will stumble and simply hurl the ball out to the right. Miami now with 5 sacks.
I mean, if you're Miami defense right now, you've got to find a way to make something happen and get this ball away from Virginia Tech.
That ball comes out, spiked to the ground. It's scooped up on the run by Zechariah Poyser. Was that arm coming forward, or was that ball out? It looks like they'll call that a fumble on the field.
Akeem Mesidor is coming around the horn and finishing with the strip sack. Just what he was warming up with Jason Taylor doing all pregame. Arm goes back, not coming forward yet. That looks like that ball is out. Now we'll see where Miami's coaches, where their mindset is right now by the plays that they call right here.
Beck, right at the first down line, the game delivers a strike to JoJo Trader. And he's got it. Malachi Tony came up short. I'm almost surprised on 4th down they're not throwing one to the end zone. So 4th down and short, Carson Beck still in the shotgun. And he's going to throw. And he is going to take a shot. He's going to loft one. Jump ball in the end zone. Malachi Tony. He's got the touchdown.
Malachi Tony. What a catch for a touchdown. And then he gives it the Steph Curry night-night over Isaiah Brown Murray.
And now they're doubling up Virginia Tech. And that is going to be the final play. The clock stopping with the first down, but Philip Montgomery already walking his team off the sideline, telling the officials, roll the clock. And the final score will be 34-17. Miami and Mario Cristobal get another win. Will they take in any way a step further in the college football playoff rankings? We'll find out on Tuesday.